give a warm welcome for Marcia Smallberger.
The story you're about to hear is one for the history books. Before a special reception that John and Margaret Maxwell hosted in their home, I determined to swim in their pool. You see, a lot of John's book ideas come to him while swimming laps, and I desired to swim in the same pool where John's creative energy flows. While choosing my dress, I even toyed with the idea of wearing the swimsuit under my dress. But the strap showed, so I opted not to. My plan was to simply ask John's permission. Yet, when we arrived, the timing just didn't feel right. So I waited. John, being playful, invited everyone to stick their head in the pool. Someone quipped, "Leaders lead by example." John challenged back, "If I jump, will you jump?" Because I suspended the need to know how, preparation and opportunity truly met in a moment of awareness. As pockets were being emptied, I dashed to the powder room, put on my swimsuit that I just happened to bring, and muscled my way back through the crowd and presented myself before John. John and I, well, we high-fived, and then we jumped. And this unorthodox plunge will ripple through JMT history forever. Thank you.
So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome for Joyce Diaz.
Have you ever been mistaken for somebody else? Yeah. Thank you. So, a few years ago, I was living in France and I was dreadfully homesick. And I was on my way home to India and boarding an aircraft, an Air India aircraft. And very inappropriately, I might add, I hugged the air hostess when I boarded the flight. And I said, "I'm so excited to be here. I'm on my way home, I'm so glad to meet you, and I really am going to enjoy this flight." As a result, when I took my seat in economy, the entire crew went out of their way to be nice to me. They served the rest of the passengers and gave me all the leftovers. If I didn't like the movie, they changed the movie for me. And before I knew it, there was a ripple of interest in the audience, among the passengers. And they kind of came to the conclusion I must be a celebrity of some sort. Along comes a little boy and asks me, "Miss, may I have your autograph, please?" And I say, "Who do you think I am?" And he says, pointing to this frumpy woman in the back, very fiercely pointing a finger at me, and he says, "My mummy says you're a movie star." So I say, "A movie star? Tell your mother I'm not." So he goes back, very downcast and crestfallen. And a few minutes later, he comes back with this big smile on his face, and he says, "My mummy says all movie stars say they're not movie stars." So I say, "Well, who do you think I am?" So he names Bollywood actress Madhuri Dixit. Now, those of you who might know who Madhuri Dixit is, she is this absolutely stunningly beautiful woman. and I bear no resemblance to her at all. We're like chalk and cheese. She's cheese. So I tell him, have you seen Madhuri Dixit? And he says, yes, I have. So I say, do you think she's beautiful? He says, yes, I do. So I say, take a good look at this face. Do I look like her? And he looks up at me and he says, well, my mummy says, without makeup, they all... The air stewardess says, don't give him a hard time, just sign his autograph book, for heaven's sake. So I do it. Big mistake. He goes back with a smile on his face, and within 30 seconds, there are 18 people in the aisle. 35,000 feet in the air, strapped, unable to escape. And she says, stay right there, sign those autograph books, I'll be right back. And I'm doing this, wondering when it's going to end. And she comes back and says, Miss Dixit, your seat in first class is now ready. If anyone has ever told you not to be yourself, don't listen to them. Be yourself, enthusiastically. Your stardom is close at hand.